Hi, this is David Mathison, author of Be the Media, and here we are at Katona, New York Library, and I'm a fan of WHCC.
Hey guys, how you doing? This is Ryan Holder with WHCC, where we promote culture and awareness through the arts. I'm here with award-winning international media expert David Mathison. I had the pleasure of actually going to two of your seminars. As an artist, I was extremely interested. Can you actually tell the audience a little bit about the background of what made you write Be the Media?
Yeah, I really wanted to help. Every day somebody comes up to me and says, I've got this great product or I've got this great message or music, and they want to know how to get it out there, how to get it widely spread. So our big goal in Be the Media was to get experts together from every field, and we compiled this book, one book, 23 chapters, 23 experts, with people who are basically the best in their field on teaching people how to get music out there, how to get the word out about their films or their books.
I'm an artist myself. I'm a choreographer and also a dancer. So one thing that I also love about it is some of the stories that are in there about Michelle Shock and how she took on her record industry. Lots of things that a lot of artists don't even think about, a lot of things that they don't realize that they really should have the rights to their copyrights. Can you say something about stuff like that?
That's a critical piece. We say there's three big things in the book. Number one, you should have a direct relationship with your audience.
It's true.
Number two, you should control your rights. And number three, repurpose your content for higher value products. And number two, control your rights. You're right. Michelle Shock sued her label for $1 million, 15 years ago. And she based it on the 13th Amendment, the amendment that prohibited slavery. She said her contract was bordering on indentured servitude. And she won. And she got the rights to her work, the rights to her masters. And, as Prince said, if you don't own your masters, you're a slave.
I agree with that. You gotta own the rights. All artists out there, you have to own the rights to your music. Now, there's a lot of different social networks that are out there now, like Facebook, Twitter. They weren't there back in the day. Can you kind of tell people in like a nutshell how to go about using these social networks and how they can better themselves with them?
Absolutely. People have always been going around the constrictions of mainstream media to get their word out, and I think the hip-hop community are among the best. They were using pagers way before anybody else, and they jumped on MySpace to get the word out when MySpace came around. But this is relatively new stuff. But as I said, people are using their own networks. Everybody from putting their music on cassettes and doing it on the street corner, street performer musicians. There are ways to do it, but now thanks to social networks, it's even easier, right? So you got 200 million people on Facebook. It's really easy to get up there and get your message out, get your music up and around. And there's other things too beyond Facebook and MySpace and YouTube. There's things like Fandistro. Fandistro.com lets
What's Fandistro?
Yeah, it's brand new. Fandistro is a way for a musician to get their music up there, and for the fans to actually get paid to promote you. So if you got somebody who loves your music, they get 20% by anybody in their friend network who buys that CD or buys that download. The fans get 20%. So it's a way of rewarding your fans for actually spreading the word.
I like that. I'm going to kind of take a page out of your book. What is your handle on tweet so we can make sure everybody goes there? If I had my cell phone, I'd pull my cell phone out right now and I would tweet, Be the Media with David Mathison right now. What would you tweet about my HCC? Is that what you would tweet about?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I'm a big fan of reciprocity and sharing the love. So, I'm at twitter.com/Be the Media. Really easy, twitter.com/David Mathison. But Be the Media is the place. And like I said, when I see people who are tweeting about me, I return the love. That's the important thing in Twitter and any social network.
Well, I kind of want to ask the author himself while we're here, what audience did he have in mind kind of when you wrote this book, and kind of let everybody know exactly why it is for the kind of quote-unquote little person out there to the big person, from the top down to the bottom, all that?
Absolutely. This is a book for everybody because we really want to let everyone know that it's easier than ever today to get your message out. So, some people, there are 21 million self-employed in the United States, for example. There's a lot of newly unemployed people who've been laid off. This is a book for anyone, an entrepreneur on down to an unemployed. I have one person who sent me an email from a cardboard box underneath a throughway. And I sent him a book to his post office box, and he's telling me how he's actually making money from the book. So it just warms my heart when I hear stories like that. But there's a chapter in there for musicians. There's chapters for authors, filmmakers, journalists, anyone who wants to leverage social networks to get their message out there. This is for just about everybody, small businesses up to large organizations. For example, I'm speaking at the United Nations. They're trying to figure out how to engage the public by using social media. That's the title of my presentation, Social Media and the UN.
It doesn't get much bigger than the UN, does it?
Absolutely. All the way down to the guy underneath an overpass.
There you go. So if you're from under an overpass all the way to the United Nations, get the book is what we're trying to say. Well, we definitely want to say thank you to David Mathison for taking the time out to be with us here. We're Katuna right now.
Katona, yeah.
Katuna, see me at the library. Thank you so much, David, for your time.
Pleasure.
Go buy the book, guys, from WHCC. This is Ryan Holder.
I just want to say thanks to all HCC listeners. I want to say the most important thing, the most important message we try to get out is that this is a movement away from the control of media creation and distribution into the hands of the people where it belongs. Thanks. I'm David Mathison, author of Be the Media.